I'm Alex Dennis with CBS2 News. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Doing a story, just trying to get more information about the PIP Helix construction as part of the George Reconstruction Project. The temporary structure that is now in place, is it actually going to be similar or identical to what the new structure will be? Is it going to be just now a single one-lane use versus the two?
So I want to talk to our Chief Engineer, Jim Starace. Jim?
Thank you.
Yeah, the final structure will be similar to the temporary.
Is it similar or the same? Because there's conflicting reports on the Port Authority's website that says it's the temporary structure versus the construction crew who says now it will be just the one lane.
The temporary ramp has one lane. The permanent construction will have one lane. It'll have a shoulder, so it'll be a little wider and safer in that there'll be room for a car to come off the side. If there's an accident, a place to put a car. So there will be a shoulder, but it will still be one travel lane.
Okay, so that differs from that original traffic pattern. That was the 6 lanes, that goes down to 2 to 1, back out to 5. Was there traffic studies done? How did you guys come to that conclusion that that one lane was sufficient for all of the traffic coming from Rockland, Bergen, and then down to the bridge?
Yeah, the primary reason was design standards and safety. The 2 lanes was causing a merge right at the end of the ramp on a curve. We find it safer, especially by design standards, to have the merge further back. You're on a straighter line, and it eases the flow of traffic into the main line to the bridge, where the idea is you want to try to accelerate as you're going into the main line. And you're only going into one lane on the main line going into the bridge.
So now, has there been any, the reason I ask is I'm the traffic reporter in the morning for Channel 2, and we've seen an increase of a traffic flow pattern not only there, but into the side streets as well. So we talked to the mayor at Fort Lee and to Tenafly, and they said that they were unaware that this was going to be a permanent change, that 2-lane would be restored. They thought that this was a temporary project. So my question to you, is there any type of a study that then supports the fact that this is then a congested, clogged area, that one lane is sufficient?
We haven't found right now that the travel time has been increased. We measure it. There hasn't been a great effect on travel time. And again, it comes down to what's the safest situation, and again, to meet design standards.
So I guess my question was how was that come to? Was there public hearings? Was the public included in that discussion? Because that is a change. There's been no signs to indicate as such. It's very different than some of the other traffic patterns when they are changed permanently. There's signage, there's press release. People are in this conversation. So how was that reached to get to that point?
I think all of the construction in the Restore the George program has been discussed with the community. We do regular meetings with the community on the program. So we've definitely met with them on it.
How about signage as far as people that actually use that? Is that going to be something that you guys are planning to do to inform commuters that this now is a permanent change to their commute?
Well, right now the temporary will be in place for another couple of years until a permanent installation is in. Once the permanent installation is in and open to public, it'll have all of the proper signage, all of the proper design and code related striping and information that the public needs to keep it safe.